The time has arrived. And at long last, we see before us the great collection of hearts. Hearts full of rage, hate, sadness, and bliss. Shining down upon us is the crystallization of all hearts. Kingdom Hearts. There, in the sky, hangs the promise of a new world. My friends, let us gain further power to conquer the human heart and claim it as our own. Let us remember why we are here and what we hope to achieve. Hearts shall be gathered and be made our own. Hearts shall never again have power over us.
All this fighting, I wonder what it's for.
Come on, you know what it's for. We have to complete the Great Kingdom Hearts. You saw it too, didn't you?
But what is Kingdom Hearts?
It's the gathering place of hearts, isn't it?
It's where all the hearts wind up after they're released by you. When we gather enough, we might finally get hearts of our own.
Hearts shall be made our own.
Is Kingdom Hearts really that important?
Are you crazy?
I just don't see why having a heart is that important, you know?
Come on. You're wondering about that now?
Well, I don't understand since I don't have a heart.
Roxas.
We'll understand once we have our own hearts. That's why we fight, to find out what it's about.
Okay. I guess you're right. It looks like every nobody in the organization is good at different things.
That's right. Everybody's unique.
Even nobodies without hearts?
Just because we don't all have hearts doesn't mean that we're all exactly the same. We each have memories of our pasts.
Memories?
You remember your past?
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes each member of the organization special. We remember who we were as humans.
But I don't.
Me neither.
Well, maybe that right there is what makes you guys the most unique in the organization.
What were you like before you were a nobody?
Huh? Me? Oh, I don't know. I think I've always been pretty much the same.
I wish I could remember stuff like that.
Really? It's just baggage, you know.
But I can't remember anything, not even from when I was born a nobody.
All you did was stare into space.
Oh, thanks.
You know, I don't remember much either.
You two sure do have a lot in common.
I wonder what kind of guy I was before.
Thanks, Roxas. You can have this back.
Do you remember anything?
I don't know. But let me try again. Huh?
You did it!
Roxas, it worked!
I can't wait to tell Axel this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Axel!
Whoa! Where'd you come from?
How was your mission?
You know, I sure wish the Heartless would hold still once in a while. I fell right on my butt chasing them around.
I thought you said you were tough.
Yeah, whatever. That's got nothing to do with it. So, how did your caper go?
Ta-da!
Roxas, Axel, thank you.
I didn't do anything.
You made it possible for the two of us to go on a mission together.
If it weren't for you, Shion might never have remembered how to use the Keyblade.
So thanks, Axel.
How about sea salt ice cream then?
Huh?
Buy me one and we'll call it even.
You got it. I'll be right back.
I hope we can always be just like this forever.
Me too.
What's that all about?
I just want these days to last forever. Hanging out, the ice cream, the sunsets.
Well, nothing lasts forever, you know. Least of all for a bunch of nobodies like us. But it's okay if things change and we can't meet up here.
Huh?
As long as we keep each other in our thoughts, none of us will ever have to be apart. Got it memorized?
Wow, that was so not you.
Hey! Ever heard of knocking? What do you want?
Tell me what Shion has been doing.
Well, how should I know? I'm not spying on her.
The two of you look pretty close.
So what? Now I've got a rat on my friends to you? I think you should just go.
Today you and Shion will be going on the same mission.
Well, thank you, sir, for personally delivering that message to me.
We also need you to go back to Castle Oblivion soon.
Says Lord Zemnis.
That castle hasn't given up all its secrets. One, even he doesn't know of its whereabouts.
Even he doesn't know. You mean the chamber, right? We turned that place inside out. If it's there, we're not gonna find it just by looking.
Then let me give you another reason. Shion comes from the castle to which Namine can be traced. The place where both Namine and Shion were born. It's practically calling out for you.
Whatever. As far as the castle goes, you're the one who really wants to go there. By finding the room that Xemnas is searching for, you would find out everything about Xemnas' true agenda, am I right?
The Chamber of Repose as well as the Chamber of Waking. Xemnas has an agenda that he hasn't told to anybody. And we are bound to find some clues in the Chamber of Waking. And once we obtain those clues, we'll have the upper hand for our own objectives.
I knew the time would come when Vexen and Zexion got in your way. That's why I took the initiative and cleared the way to the top for you. I can handle all the dirty work. You go all the way to the top.
You will be going on a solo mission to Castle Oblivion. Expect the orders soon.
Castle Oblivion. Namine and Shion.
Roxas is late today.
Hope Zigbar isn't giving him too hard of a time.
Yeah, right? You know what, Axel? When I sit here and talk with you guys, I get the strangest feeling that a long time ago I used to watch the sunset with somebody else. It's the same when I watch the sea. Someplace by the sea, where I hear the sound of the waves, I get the feeling that I was talking with someone.
So you mean that you have memories of your past?
No, it's not quite like that. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Are these memories?
I wouldn't know either.
You have memories, don't you?
Yeah, sorta. Though it's not like they've ever really done me any good.
Roxas is like me. Neither one of us remembers much. I wonder if he and I had this much in common before we were nobodies.
I knew you'd be here.
Axel,
Slept like a log. Are the kids here on summer vacation already? Nah, can't be. It's much too early.
summer vacation? What's that?
It's a dream come true, that's what. where they get a whole month off.
A month off? I wouldn't know what to do with that much time. I can't even figure out how to fill a day.
You'd be surprised. They give you plenty of homework, and of course, you have to play with your friends every day. Trust me, it's over before you can blink.
I could deal with 7 days, maybe.
Most kids spend the time just goofing off with their friends. They save the homework till the end, and then help each other finish it.
That sounds fun, I guess.
Hanging around with friends is fun. I'd forgotten all that since becoming a nobody, I guess. So, how did you spend your day?
Hey guys, how did I know you'd be here?
Where did you go, Shion?
I didn't go anywhere. What about you two? Did you guys go somewhere without me?
Axel says he was asleep all day.
What? What's that about? You wasted a day off?
Unlike you two lazy bones, I work hard, so I'm tired, okay?
Unlike me and Roxas, maybe you're just out of shape.
Tomorrow, it's back to work.
Yeah.
Hope we get another vacation soon.
Oh yeah, I might not see you guys again for a while.
Huh?
They're sending me out on recon for a few days.
Where?
Can't tell.
What's up with that?
It's a secret mission.
But I thought we were friends.
Hey, I'm not about to tell you all my dark secrets. Got it memorized?
Dark secrets.
Haha, I'm kidding. I just gotta keep my mouth shut about it, or else Sykes will get on my case. You know how he can get.
Yeah.
Try not to bungle everything while I'm gone, huh?
Now, why would we do that?
Well, considering your track record, I just can't count on you guys.
Hey! We can handle things just fine.
That's right. Just you watch.
What took you so long?
It's my vacation. I can take all the time I want. Since when do I have to check in with you?
You're letting yourself get too attached to them.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
You know, you've changed.
Hey, Roxas.
Axel, you're back.
Yep, I just got home. So, are you holding up?
Yeah,
Where's Shion?
she's not here yet. She's usually here by now. This isn't like her.
How could he? I'm not a sham. Just give me another chance.
We can't afford to take any more chances on you. You were a mistake we never should have made.
Shion?
Huh. Where's Shion?
Haven't seen her today.
Oh well.
Axel.
Hmm?
Is there anything you couldn't bear to lose?
Anything I couldn't bear to lose? What's that about?
Well, I met someone today who had something like that. This thing was so important to him he couldn't bear to lose it. And Zaldan said that was his weakness. Why don't I have anything like that?
It's because you don't have a heart.
I guess. But Demix doesn't have a heart, and I bet he'd get upset if you took his sitar away.
Huh. I think you have a point there. So you don't need a heart to have something that you can't bear to lose then. If that's true, then I guess the closest thing that we nobodies have would be memories of our past. It's the memories that create the things that we don't want to lose.
Memories of the past. I don't remember my past.
Even though you might not remember the past, I'm sure you have things you don't want to lose.
Like what?
You've got memories since you joined us, right?
I don't know. I do. Don't I? I couldn't bear to lose my memories of you or Shion.
So then you really do have something that you can't bear to lose, right? Every one of us. Including us nobodies. We all have something that we want to hang on to.
It's scary.
You can't be scared without a heart.
If my friends... If you or Shion were to disappear, it's... scary to think of what it would be like without you guys.
Scared is not an emotion that can exist inside us.
Well, I am scared right now for sure.
Maybe it's just that you remember what it's like to be scared, you know? Somewhere deep inside your memories.
I wonder where Axel is. Guess we got the work done a little too fast, huh?
face. Who are you really? And why do you have a Keyblade?
Tell me first, why you are dressed as one of us.
To make sure my best friend sleeps in peace. I don't know who you're supposed to be, but you can't fight fire with sparks. This Keyblade, it's a sham. Worthless.
My Keyblade is not a sham. What gives you the right to say that?
Find a new crowd. Trust me, those guys are bad news.
Why? You're the real sham.
Fair enough. You could say I am the biggest nobody of them all.
Something wrong?
Sorry. My mind's on other things. Roxas, do you ever think about why we're doing all of this?
What do you mean, why? So we can get hearts of our own, right?
But what do we need hearts for?
I don't know. But I think once we have hearts, we probably won't have to think about why we're doing all this. Or if we need hearts.
I'm not sure. I just wish I knew what I was doing here. I started having the strangest dreams.
Like nightmares?
I can never remember what they're about. I just wake up scared.
Zigbar said you and me were pretty special. Exceptional, he said.
Special? Isn't that just another way of saying that I'm a mistake?
You're not a mistake.
Well, you and I may both be exceptional, Roxas, but I don't think we're quite the same.
Shion.
Hey, Roxas.
Axel.
Shion couldn't make it again today?
Actually, you just missed her. Shion.
Hey, that was uncalled for.
I told you, keep out of this.
And I'm telling you that I have to know what's the deal with Shion. If there's something going on, just be straight with me for once, will ya?
Do you mean just like you are always honest with me?
Well, you got me there, I guess.
Shion has no right to be among our number.
What do you mean?
It's plain to see. I have nothing more to say.
Whoa! Good morning, Shion.
Oh, morning?
You woke up so suddenly, you just startled me.
Sorry. Oh. Did you bring me these seashells?
Do you hear it?
Yeah. The sound of the waves. How long was I asleep?
About 20 days.
That long?
Yeah. You were sleeping so much that me and Axel were getting worried.
I'm sorry about that. Kind of weird that we can feel anything at all without having hearts to feel with. Hey, Roxas, don't you have work today?
Huh? Oh, I'm about to head out.
I'd like to tag along.
But don't you need some more rest?
I'll be fine. Come on, take me with you.
All right. Sure. Shion!
It's my lucky charm. Be sure to bring it back to me.
Leave Shion to me! Got it!
Well, that didn't take long. Did it break again?
She's not an it!
Keep your mouth shut.
You have changed. What happened at Castle Oblivion? Does the past mean nothing to you?
Are you worried about her, Axel?
Of course I am.
It just doesn't seem like you.
What do you mean?
I mean, you don't like things to be complicated.
You know, Roxas, each day, the three of us meet up there for ice cream. Now, why do you think that is?
Huh?
I mean, if you think about it, I don't need to go out of my way to meet you guys, right?
I don't know.
You want me to tell you why? It's because you guys are my best friends.
We are?
Get it memorized, all right? We are best friends.
Oh, yeah. Guess we are.
Thanks, Axel. You're sweet.
Are you feeling better?
I just got a little dizzy, that's all. Sorry to worry you guys.
Don't scare us like that anymore. Just take it easy today.
I will. Thanks, both of you.
You seem to be struggling.
And nobody is interfering, I think.
A nobody.
I keep trying to piece his memory back together. But what if some of the pieces got lost? There would be no way for me to finish. If that happened, and they found their way into someone else, he'd never get them back.
Oh, I think he can do without a memory or two.
But what if he needs those memories in order to wake up? What if they're the key?
Namine, you're a witch who has power over Sora's memories, and those connected to him. Are you seeing something I cannot?
If his memories become her memories, she will never survive it.
She?
Hey, Axel?
Hmm?
You've been to Castle Oblivion, right?
Yeah?
What is it like?
What's it like? Just an organization research facility.
For research, huh? Seems everyone gets sent there all the time, especially you.
Although, they never send me or Roxas.
Well, they probably just don't need you there.
I'm heading back.
Huh? Maybe you're not completely well yet.
No, it's nothing like that.
Got it! Huh? Got what?
On our next day off, let's all go to the beach, huh?
The beach? Where did that idea come from?
We should go someplace different for a change.
You're talking about a vacation with friends.
Exactly.
I'll join you, if I can.
What are you talking about, Shion?
It'll be a blast, trust me.
Yes, all right. Let's go.